Yes, yes, yes. Start.
Okay,
Just
okay.
turn on and turn off your camera. Yeah, this time okay, 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 okay.
Okay, one. No worry. It should be okay now as well.
Again, you are not. Yes, this time is okay. Shall we
Okay,
start?
so good afternoon, ma'am. Yeah, sure, sure.
Very good afternoon, sir. So we are meet
So
first
how
time,
have you
so
been,
you have to
ma'am?
introduce little bit yourself.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. I'm Vaibhav Dwivedi. I'm from UP, and my district name is Barabanki, but currently I'm staying in Lucknow, and here I'm working in a hostel as a hostel warden. Talking about my education qualification, I have done M.Com in 2020, and my hobbies are singing, listening to music, playing harmonium, talking to people, and I have created my YouTube channel across 3 months back. So sometimes I create content for that. I talk to some good speakers like you, and I post that video on my channel. Yeah, that's all. Please
It's
introduce
great, sir.
yourself.
Yes, as you know that my name is Kajal Tiwari. I blessed with two small kids. If you want about my education, I have completed master in Delhi University, and apart from that, B.Ed also. I belong to UP, but these days I live in Delhi, and I'm a YouTuber. I learned this language very passionately. That's all about to me, sir. I'm a YouTuber also.
Oh, that's good,
Before
man.
two, yes,
I'm
before
also a
2 and 3
YouTuber.
months, I have started my learning and YouTube journey both.
Oh my God. You started your journey only 2 and 3 months back.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Actually, if I tell you, I started my journey 1.5 year back, and in a span of 1 year, I was not able to talk to people through video call. In audio call, it was okay to talk with somebody, but I was not comfortable in video call. I would not make my videos even in that span of 1 year. After that, I started talking to people. And it's been, I think, 5 to 6 months. Continuously, I'm talking to people. I've been talking to people through video call. So that's all about my considering. Okay, nobody.
Actually, sir, I know that this
Hmm.
language in my college time.
Sir, come on. जा रहे हो ना? ठीक है. Actually, one of my students is going outside. Means not going outside because his exams are over, and one by one they are going to their home. So he is my closest one. So he was saying me goodbye, and he was saying that he's going outside. So for the entry purpose, he told me where is register kept and where is that pen, etc. I said you may go outside and I will enter by my own.
Yes.
own.
In hostel and mandatory, all the things. Yes.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So I'm
What is
I'm
your
go
thought, sir? Ki
I'm
Lucknow is best in education level or not?
I can't say best. It's good. It may be better because I have not find any other place, and I have not found, and I have not been in other states, so I don't have much knowledge about it. That which kind of education system other states have. So we can say yeah, it's better, it's good, but Delhi is Delhi is better than Lucknow.
Sir, but I'm not saying that Delhi is better because my
What?
whole childhood is spent on Delhi. I belong to UP nearby Kashi, but my whole childhood is spent on Delhi. And I'm a student of government school. But actually, nowadays I feel ki in Delhi, na, it is a special place in this time called a Mahanagar,
Right.
a big city. But education level is good, but it depend on person. If you wanted to get knowledge, you have to want. And if you are not interested, so you have to waste your time and knowledge and money also.
Exactly, exactly.
And nowadays kids are not
100%
passionate
agree.
to education. They passionate
Hmm.
to achieve a fashion, extra hobbies, that type of things.
Right, right. Approx 80% of the students and children they want to become artists
Yes,
in any platform. I think, but that's not good. 80% people can't become artists. And talking about the people, so each and every person is an artist, but to sometimes we need to have our art in ourselves, and we need to learn, and we need to study. So study should be prioritized. That is the one thing. And second thing is that go for art as well. So art, focusing on art is not bad, but study is must. So focus on study first, and after that, if you find anything inside your child, so you can also tell them to become proficient in that,
Yes, sir.
so
Before
that
years
they can.
ago, sir, before 7 to 8 years ago, when I'm in college time, that time I published that ki Delhi University is best. Even this time also is best, sir. Vanki is number one college in Delhi. But in nowadays, kids and children are say that ki Bechu is best. But in my thought, ki all the colleges are best. It depend on you ki you have to learn education or not. Every
Right,
places
right.
are
50,
same.
50. Exactly, ma'am. 50-50% we can distribute if when it comes to knowledge. If your teacher is good, so that teacher will make your subjects interesting. And if you are
Yes.
interested in the subject, you will become proficient in that. So 50-50% that. If a teacher is pushing hard to make you understand things, all the things, all the subjects, but you are not willing to understand, you are not willing to learn it, then things are not going to work. Even that teacher, even after knowing a lot of things and putting a lot of effort to make you understand, you are not going to learn anything if you are not willing to do that. So 50-50% we can say.
Yes.
So but ultimately, if you have desire to learn anything, so you can learn from anywhere nowadays. You can take the advantage of social media. You can utilize your time, and by using mobile phone, we can become good or bad. It's totally up to us.
But
Because
actually,
you know,
sir, only 10% kids are using utilize of mobile phone. They always use of bad.
exactly, exactly. And one more thing, ma'am. Actually, if I take example of mine, so I also do not utilize my time. A lot of time I have a lot of time, but I do not utilize that. Sometimes I am focused on other things like reels and here and there. Sometimes Facebook, many things are there. And I uninstalled Facebook application, but on the Mother's Day, I had to install again, and then since then I'm too much into that. I was continuously I was using Facebook. I can't prevent and I can't make the boundary between me and Facebook and social media platform. And you know, nowadays it's very common to find reels, and reels are quite interesting. If you watch a reel, so you will not be able to focus that you are going to watch second reel, third reel, fourth reel. Aimlessly, you are going to scroll multiple reels. That is not going to help for us. Even though I am not a younger person now, I have grown older, but still I am trying my best to learn English. But if I'm not watching content in English language, so how can I even think that I will be able to think in English? Because thinking starts by observing things. Our observations would be like that. That's why people say that if you want to learn any language, so immerse yourself in that language. How would you immerse that? When you do something. So first thing is that find living things like videos or a real person. Real person should be little rude. Then you will have to find your own other company. No, that's not at all good. So instead of that, if you are using a mobile phone, so in the virtual world, we can surround ourselves with English language and do that. Then when while you are not working any not doing anything and sitting idle, so that time you may get some thoughts in English language. That is the impactful thing. When you focus and you think in English from your side, so after some time it becomes your habit.
Yes,
And
first of
until
all, you
it
have to
becomes your habit,
observation. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, observation. Exactly. What do you think, ma'am, about it? Observation.
Same here, sir, because I observe this type of things in my kids. When in first standard, now this time he is in third standard, and when we have go to in army public school, that time know that little bit of sentences in English. Only few
Hmm.
sentences they can use in home. But nowadays he is very comfortable to speak in English. All credit goes to our school and our kids also because full day he is speaking in English to our teachers and our friends, but not all friends. It's depend on actually the environment. Every children
Exactly.
they not get good environment in our home, spoken English, because all the parents are not educated. I'm not saying it's a good or bad, but all the parents are not educated. and they only education completed over 12th, and they are not knowing very well in English. In 70-80% parents are goes to in government school. So it's a in few years ago it's very difficult procedure to learn this English in government school. Nowadays it's comfortable. Even I
Exactly.
also, when I am in sixth standard, that time I have to learn in ABC. And even our college time, in even I have done my master degree. That time I'm not knowing in English language. I understand, my understanding level is always is good, and reading level always good, but I'm not comfortable to speak. Gradually I have to leave the I have to sit on this type of person. They can spoken, and I am properly hearing what type of sentences they can use to communication to our kids and friends and that type of, and then I have to try to our kids, and nowadays I'm very comfortable to speak with my kids. Even my
Right.
daughter, in a starting time I have to upload Hybro app, but this time I'm not using. Only 4 and 5 times I have to use in Hybro app. That time my kids are acknowledging me, "Ki, Mama, what type of sentences is used in our communication." My daughter is only 4 years old, and now she is very comfortable to little bit of making sentences in English. She is not goes to school even. This year she take admission in July session, but she's comfortably little bit of learn sentences and repeating again. She is connected to other person in Hybro app, and they started speaking. How have you been? How are you? What about you? This type of sentences. And that time I feel
Mhm.
ki I think she's a good learner.
Right, sir,
Gradually
exactly.
they have to
Yeah, so
learn.
right. Basic is something that you must learn. And after the basic you can go and learn many things. But firstly focus on short kind of
Yes,
sentences.
sir.
Very short sentences. So start from
One day
that.
I
One more
have
thing.
my husband is say that ki how they can learn in English. She's used always, and she's speaking little bit of sentences. That time I say that ki she's observing me full time. When I have to connect other person, she sit in my side and always try to speak what types of sentences mama can use. That's the
Mhm.
main reason.
Right, right.
Observation is very good method to learn this language easily.
Exactly. Observation is something which gives us, which makes us understand, which identifies us that this particular thing we have to focus on. And I would say that I have learned a lot by watching videos. Especially, I used to watch some videos. There, some learners they would talk to tutors. So tutors would rectify them that point of time. So I learned many things by watching that. So nowadays I do not watch those kind of things. So for normal things I have learned, I think. So I we need to push our boundary and become upper intermediate level speaker and then advanced level speaker. Because
Yes.
normal thing I think we can understand, but when it comes to speaking, sometimes we struggle because lack of speaking only. Otherwise, we are consuming enough amount of content when we
Yes.
watch. So what do you do, ma'am? Do you watch any movie or series in English language?
No, sir. I watch only cartoons movie in English.
Oh,
Even
great,
yes, even
great, great.
yesterday I have to some data pack is enough in my phone, and because I'm not connecting with other person, so in night I have to download many cartoons video in my phone, and in morning I have
Okay,
to do
okay.
exercise. That time I have to hear that ki which type of story I have to download and listen that which type of vocabularies they have to use in our stories, and where how they can use in our daily communication.
Exactly. Yeah, even I was about to tell you that focus on cartoon. Firstly, focus on cartoons and let your children watch cartoon videos.
Actually,
Allow
sir,
them to
not
watch.
proper cartoons. I am watching moral stories videos. That
Yeah,
time
that's
I'm
good.
very interested to watch this type of videos. I don't know why, but I'm very interested.
Yeah, that's good. I also watch, and I was watching these kind of videos 1 month back. So I was consistently watching for 15 days, span of 15 days. I was quite consistent, and I think I learned a lot by watching those kind of things. But my passion and my desires, they are changing time to time. Sometimes I like movies, sometimes series, and sometimes I Do not watch any, do not watch anything sometimes and do not talk to anybody. My thoughts are not organized, I can say. So when I have to do anything, I need to find that what I like actually. All the things I do not like all the time. So sometimes I also watch cartoons. Many things are there. But ma'am, one thing I would like to tell you, if you are actually training your child, so don't forget to have that credit, to take that credit, because credit goes to you as well. Because you are someone who teaches them. Okay? So credit take to
Actually,
yourself and
yes,
try.
sir. Your all the things are right, but I'm saying only why? Because the main reason ki one time I have to go to his school and teachers are always speaking. She's all ladies and Afsar's wife, and she's speaking very well. And nowadays I have decided कि I know that these sentences are why my kids are facing shyness. I have to try. Actually, he's coming to home and he's saying, कि, Mama, why you have to not speaking English? You know that this language, but why you are not comfortable to speak with my ma'am? That time I thought, कि I next time I have to go in PTM and I speak very well to her ma'am.
That's
That's the
good,
main
ma'am.
reason
That's
I
good.
have to
Yeah.
learn this language. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Make it compulsion. Make it compulsion. So first thing is that why do you want to learn this language? We all want to learn this language, but why? What is the reason? Reason should be strong. So your reason is strong, I can say. But one thing is there, and I have been identifying few things. So please make sure whenever you are talking and even you are teaching your child, your children. So try to rectify some of your mistakes. I can't say that you can eradicate all the mistakes, but try not to make mistakes again and again. So few things you have to take care of. Present tense and past tense we are talking about. Please, sorry to say you, and even without asking you, I'm going to tell you. So, ma'am, may I tell you
Hmm,
something about the English? Because I have been learning this language for more than a year, 1.5 years it's been. So when you are talking about your past time, so instead of using is, you can use was. I think you are aware about it, but in the flow, you are saying this thing. So, and one more thing is that the past tense is something that comes again and again. Past tense, yeah, past
yes.
tenses, they come again and again. So we need to focus on that only. That is a very minor thing. That's very minor thing, but we say and repeat it again and again. That then it becomes little lack of awareness. So be aware about that, and please always go for your recording and find that are you making mistakes somewhere. So do introspection. Introspection. I know that you understand the meaning of this means you have to self-realize, are you making some mistakes? So try to work on that because I can say, and let me praise you for that, for your efforts, for your fluency. Within 3 months, speaking like this is commendable, outstanding. I
Thank you.
think it's rare. It's really very rare to talk like this and facing cameras, all the thing. I'm not talking about education. Education is beyond English language. English is a language as Hindi. So that is beyond that. So don't think like we are educated and we are not speaking, still we will be able to speak. No, not at all. So speaking is something I have seen. There are some people, they are only eight past, five, fifth past, but they are quite fluent. So the matter is we need to not focus on our study, our degree, especially degree. So keep our degrees aside and assume that we are a child and we have been learning English for only 3 months. So in the three
Yes.
months, how can we expect that a child can become proficient in a language? And other points are there. Always try to know your level and understand your level, and then what is that? Believe means this is your level, and you can high your level over time. But we need to at least understand our level. If our level is this and we are comparing a person whose level is this, so there will be some problems. We don't have to face to see problems. We have to only see in a positive results. According to the, if we focus on positive results, so sorry, am I speaking too much? Am I
No,
speaking
no.
too much? Okay, ma'am. So
Actually,
in
that time I
in a
feel
three,
good ki when someone is judge me and they can give me a tip ki ma'am you have to improve this side in your way. So that time I feel
Actually, ma'am,
happy.
I'm not,
Seriously.
actually, I'm not judging you, especially. I'm only praising you. And yeah, as per your timetable, in 3 months, you have learned a lot. At least one thing is there, you are confident. First, confidence is like you are facing camera. Not only facing camera, you are looking at someone who is very stressed for you. First time you're talking to me, and being a lady, you are talking to somebody who's male, and in the language of English. That is that's not our language. That's not Indian's language. So it's commendable. That's why it's appreciable. It's commendable. So have this feeling, have this positivity in your mind, and try to learn more and more. And if anyone is willing to give you any tips, to always welcome and always try to observe it. Never deny, never deny. So I'm not
Okay.
telling this thing for myself. If anyone is giving you that tip, so because you learn anything over time. So I can understand. First thing, one thing you have got, that is confidence. Second thing, fluency. Now focus only accuracy, and after accuracy, focus on pronunciation. Your pronunciations are good, but then you have to focus on voice modulation, where I'm focusing nowadays. I'm focusing on
Actually, sir, my
accuracy, and
grammar level is not so good. That's why I'm saying making again and again mistake.
but no worries, man. Mistakes are part of life. Mistakes are part of life. Yeah, no worries. But making mistakes again and again, we need to at least understand which kind of mistakes we are making. So this is the uh, best way of learning English. I have understood it so far. That if you want to learn English, so for that you have to start from basic. You have to start from mistakes, because you can't avoid all the mistakes. You can't
Yes,
become impeccable. Yeah.
yes, sir.
So I'm not saying that I'm not making mistakes. I make mistakes. Definitely, I make mistakes, and even native speakers, they make mistakes, but one or two mistakes are manageable. No one focuses on that. But making mistakes like normal mistakes, present and past mistakes, that is very repeated sentences. Those are very repeated sentences.
Yes.
So people will definitely focus on that. So work on that only, and everything will be fine. I think I am telling you this for a long time.
Yes, sir.
Just a good second,
I
ma'am.
think the time is so long and I have to upload this video on YouTube channel. That's why
Okay, ma'am. So if you
I
want
have
to
to
cut
enough this
any part
session.
in this video, yes, ma'am. So if you want to cut any part in this video, you can cut. No worries.
Okay, okay,
So,
okay. You don't. Okay. Bye bye,
so
sir. Nice to meet
do you
you.
want to? Okay, ma'am. So do you want to wrap up this conversation now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So it was actually nice talking with you, and I'm looking forward to talk to you.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Same as.
And
Okay.
I hope, okay, ma'am, and I hope I will find a different kind of Kajal, ma'am, next time. Means I'm talking
Sure,
about
sir.
nasal, English
Definitely.
nasal. Always.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have polished
Always
myself today. Yes.
great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye, sir.
Bye-bye.